Hey guys, welcome back. Let's review a little bit of what we studied in math before we had our holiday break. If you remember, we talked about different ways to write numbers. A couple at the top here. Remember the standard form. That's what you're used to doing, just writing the numbers, right? This is 346. You can also write it using the words 346. And if you remember, I told you between the tens and the ones, we put a hyphen there between those two numbers. So between the tens and the ones. Also got expanded form. That's where we stretch it out. Remember when we expand something like a slinky, we pull it out, pull it apart. So we would have 300s plus 40 plus 6. Or we could write it using those words, 300s plus 4 tens plus 6 ones. And if you remember, we've talked a lot about place value, right? We have our ones, and then our tens place, then our hundreds, and then our thousands. And then finally, we've got our place value drawings. So remember, the box represents 100. The long sticks represent tens. And inside that box would be 10 of these 10 sticks, right? Because 10 sticks make up 100. And then these are our ones. So here's 300s, here's 4 tens, and 6 ones, which makes up 346. Remember, we've used our secret code cards. If I have 300s, and I've got 40, which makes 4 tens, and I have 6 ones, when I stack those secret code cards together, remember the ones go on top of the ones, the tens on top of the tens, I have 346. And on the back shows you that place value drawing. Here are 300s, and it's showing you that those 10 sticks on the inside. Here are 4 of those 10 sticks. Remember, we have 10 ones, and we can trade those ones in for just one of these sticks. And then we've got our 6 ones at the end. So those are the ways to write numbers. Now, I want you to get your secret code cards. You should always come prepared, remember, with your whiteboard, your math journal, a pencil, obviously, and then your secret code cards right now. I want you to find your secret code cards, and I want you to create this number right here. I'm going to turn off my light and see if that helps with the glare. Makes it a little darker, but you can still read it. I want you to make 1,000, 600s, 5 tens, and 3 ones. Okay, pause the video, get your secret code cards, and make that number. All right, here's what you should have come up with, right? 1,653. Here are our ones, here are our tens, our hundreds, and our thousands. And if you remember, we've labeled those. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And a lot of times we make our 4 marks and then we can fill in the right amount, right? Now, I want you to get your secret code cards and create this number. Okay, show me what 7 tens, 1,000, 200s, and 8 ones looks like using your secret code cards. Pause the video and grab your number. All right, you should have written down, if I were to make my 4 place value marks, and remember, we have that comma in between the thousands and the hundreds, and that stands for the word thousand, right? So if I have 7 tens, well, this is my tens place. I have 1,000, I have 200s, and I have 8 ones. My number would be 1,278. You can't put them just in order, right? I wonder how many of you wrote this number. Move my board up. You wrote 7, 1, 2, 8. right, let's get back to our lesson. If you just write those numbers in order, you would have come up with this number. That's very different from 1,278. So sometimes those are scrambled. So those are all mixed up, right? They didn't go in order. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that. We're going to work on page 193 today in your math journal. So pause the video, open your math journal to 193, and we're going to point out some of those scrambled place value names. Okay, so here we are. Page 193. Remember, you've got to pay attention to the order because they don't always tell you in order, and you have to figure out exactly what you're supposed to do. So that's why it's so important that you understand place value in the order of numbers. Okay, remember, a lot of times we'll make our 4 marks like that. Our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and our thousands. Right? So make sure you know the order of our place value. Remember, a digit just fills in those spots. So let's look at some of these. We're not going to do all of them, but let's take a look at number 1. It says 8 ones plus 6 hundreds plus 4 tens. And if we weren't paying attention, we might just write 864, which would be 864. But that's not what this tells us. If I use my secret code cards and I grab 8 ones and 6 hundreds and 4 tens, it's going to look like this. 648. So I have 8 ones, 6 hundreds, and 4 tens. That's why those secret code cards are going to come in real handy. Even if you think, oh, I know how to do that, that's awesome. You can still check yourself because you can still make a simple mistake, right? So paying attention, just because it's telling you in this order, that does not mean that's the order of the digits, right, in place value order. So let's look at number 2. If I have 9 hundreds, 7 tens, and 1 1, get my place value secret code cards here. Here are my 9 hundreds, right? And I've got 7 tens. 7 tens is the same as 70 because it's 7 10 sticks, right? So I'm counting by tens. And I have 1 1. Now, when I stack those up, I have 971. Those were not scrambled, right? They were not mixed up. So you really want to pay attention to what they're asking you to do in the problem. All right? I can't stress that enough. You might know what you're doing, but if you're in a hurry or you're not paying attention, that's when you're going to make some really simple mistakes. Okay, let's look at number 4. 5 tens plus 4 ones plus 3 hundreds. If I make my 4 place value marks, right, here are my thousands, right, I might not have any thousands, so if I don't need to put anything in there. Here are 5 tens. Here's my tens place, plus my 4 ones, plus my 3 hundreds. That number is 354. I don't need my thousands spot, right? Because I don't have any. Sometimes I'll need to show I don't have any when it's in between, right? We've talked about that before. Let's look at this next one. 2 tens plus 2 hundreds plus 2 ones. I've got hundreds, tens, and ones, and they're all 2. 222. Look it down here. It's so important to read directions, and that's something that a lot of us miss. Okay, don't rush through this. Unscramble the place values and write the number. So that's number 1. It's the first thing you have to do. Right? The second thing is to make a place value drawing for the number. So you have 2 jobs here. A lot of times we do the first thing and we forget. This should be a clue to you. There's a lot of space down here at the bottom. I bet I need that space for something. Look at what number 2 says to do. Make a place value drawing. Okay, looking back at are ways to write numbers. Place value drawing. That's where we're drawing our boxes and our sticks and our ones. Okay? So be paying attention to the directions. Unscramble and write the number. So I'm going to write my 4 lines. I have 6 hundreds, 9 ones, and 3 tens. I don't have any thousands, so I'm going to take that off. So my number is 639. So if I'm going to draw that, my hundreds are boxes. And remember, they should be about the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but you can draw a square. I like to do 5 and then anything extra at the bottom. We've talked about that. There's my 6 hundreds. Now I need 3 tens, right? And then I need 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By making rows of 5 like that, my eyes can easily see that. So I know there's 500. I don't really have to count them all because I know I've drawn 5, 600, 3 tens, which is 30, 9 ones, 639. Okay? Your job is to finish number 8 and number 9, and we're going to come back and check, right? So pause the video and then do those and come back and check. All right, for number 8, nine ones, 3 tens, 8 hundreds. Okay, 9 ones, 3 tens, 8 hundreds. I don't have any thousands. Okay, when I draw that, I've got 8 boxes. Here's my 800, my 3 10 sticks, and my 9 ones. Okay, I'm going to double check myself. 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds, 3 tens, and my 9 ones. Number 9. 8 ones, 3 hundreds, 4 tens. Again, I have no thousands. So now I'm going to draw 348. There's my 300, my 4 tens, and my 8 ones. Okay, so remember, scrambled and unscrambled, right? 2 different ways that they will show you place value names. You need to pay attention to those directions. Good luck with your homework today.